Let me tell you something: success doesn't come because you wished for it or because you got lucky. Success comes from discipline. And discipline, my friends, is not glamorous. It's not easy, and it's not always fun. But it's necessary. You have to make the tough choices today for the rewards you want tomorrow. Discipline starts with one thing: control. You have to control yourself before you can control anything else. That means controlling your impulses, your emotions, your actions. It means doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing it. When that alarm rings at 5 a.m., discipline is what pulls you out of bed. When everyone else is out there having fun, discipline is what keeps you working, grinding, staying on your path. Discipline is the foundation of success because it provides the structure and consistency needed to achieve long-term goals. In any educational setting, whether it's academic, athletic, or personal development, discipline plays a central role in determining how far you can go. Without discipline, even the most talented individuals will struggle to reach their full potential. Talent may give you an edge, but discipline sustains you through the grind, the setbacks, and the challenges that inevitably come along the way. In a classroom, for example, a student who applies discipline to their studies will perform better over time. This is because discipline teaches you to prioritize what's important, whether it's completing assignments on time, preparing for exams, or actively participating in class discussions. When a student is disciplined, they don't just wait until the night before an exam to cram everything in. Instead, they break down their work into manageable chunks and commit to a study schedule. This consistency and effort creates a cumulative advantage. Every day they build on what they learned the day before, solidifying their knowledge base and improving their skills. In a broader sense, discipline is what helps people manage their time, energy, and resources effectively. Students who are disciplined learn how to balance multiple subjects, extracurricular activities, and personal responsibilities. They know when to focus on what and how to avoid distractions that could derail their progress. In this way, discipline isn't just about hard work. It's also about working smart, making sure your effort is directed toward actions that align with your goals. Moreover, discipline cultivates a growth mindset. A disciplined individual understands that failure is not final, it's part of the learning process. When things don't go as planned, someone with discipline doesn't give up. They reflect, learn from their mistakes, and adapt. This persistence in the face of difficulty is crucial for success, especially in educational environments where progress often comes through trial and error. Ultimately, discipline in education lays the groundwork for future success, not just in school, but in life. It teaches you that excellence is a habit, not a one-time achievement, and that building the right habits consistently over time is what leads to mastery in any field. Whether you're a student aiming for academic excellence or someone pursuing a personal goal, discipline is the key that unlocks your potential and helps you reach your destination. Control your impulses is essential for success, particularly in an educational environment. Impulse control refers to the ability to delay immediate gratification or resist temptations that may hinder long-term goals. In the context of learning, mastering your impulses is critical because distractions are everywhere: social media, entertainment, peer pressure, and even procrastination. Students who lack impulse control often find themselves distracted, leading to missed opportunities to learn, lower grades, and increased stress. For example, a student may have the impulse to check their phone during study time. While that might bring a momentary sense of relief or excitement, over time, those distractions add up. Instead of completing a homework assignment or studying for an exam, they spend valuable time on something that offers no long-term benefit. A disciplined student who has control over these impulses will recognize that the short-term pleasure of checking their phone isn't worth the long-term cost of not being prepared for an exam. This ability to prioritize important tasks over instant gratification is what sets high achievers apart from those who struggle. Impulse control also plays a role in emotional regulation. In stressful situations like during exams, presentations, or difficult assignments, students often experience anxiety or frustration. The natural impulse may be to give up, lash out, or avoid the challenge altogether. However, students who can control these impulses are more likely to stay calm, persevere, and find solutions to their problems. This emotional discipline helps them manage their stress more effectively and fosters a more productive learning environment. Furthermore, controlling impulses is directly related to time management, a critical skill for educational success. Students often have to choose between engaging in leisure activities or focusing on their academic responsibilities. Without impulse control, it's easy to succumb to distractions that waste time, such as binge watching shows or browsing the internet. On the other hand, students with strong impulse control make conscious decisions about how they spend their time, ensuring that they balance both work and play in a way that contributes to their overall goals. Additionally, developing impulse control is an exercise in building long-term habits. Each time a student resists the urge to give in to distractions or temptations, they strengthen their ability to focus and prioritize. Over time, this becomes a habit that not only benefits their educational performance, but also their personal and professional lives. Whether it's resisting the urge to skip a class or stay up late before an important test, impulse control fosters discipline and commitment to success. Ultimately, the ability to control impulses creates a disciplined approach to learning and personal growth. It helps students stay on track, maintain focus, and overcome emotional or situational obstacles that might otherwise derail their progress. Mastering this skill early on equips students with the mental and emotional tools they need to excel in their studies and beyond. Consistency over intensity is a powerful principle in education. While it might seem tempting to focus on short bursts of intense effort, such as cramming for a test the night before, true academic success comes from consistent, sustained effort over time. Consistency allows students to build a strong foundation of knowledge, develop better study habits, and ultimately retain information more effectively than those who rely solely on last-minute efforts. When students approach their studies with consistency, they engage with the material on a regular basis, allowing them to digest information more thoroughly. This method of steady, incremental learning helps move knowledge from short-term memory to long-term memory, which is essential for mastering complex subjects. For example, a student who reviews their notes daily or completes a small amount of reading each night will have a far deeper understanding of the subject than someone who tries to absorb all the information in one sitting. Consistency also helps develop habits that foster academic success. Students who set aside time each day to study are reinforcing positive behaviors that contribute to their overall educational goals. Over time, this habit becomes automatic, reducing the mental effort required to stay disciplined. Instead of seeing studying as a stressful, overwhelming task, consistent students view it as a natural part of their routine, which reduces anxiety and promotes a more balanced approach to their workload. Moreover, consistency helps to manage workload more effectively. When students spread their efforts out over time, they avoid the stress and burnout that often accompany intense, last-minute study sessions. A student who works consistently on a project for several weeks, for instance, will have the opportunity to refine their work, seek feedback, and make adjustments as needed. In contrast, a student who attempts to complete the same project in one night is more likely to feel overwhelmed, make errors, and produce lower quality work. In addition to academic performance, consistency teaches students the value of patience and perseverance. Learning is not always about immediate results, it's about gradual improvement. Students who approach their studies with this mindset understand that progress may be slow, but as long as they remain consistent, they will see long-term gains. This lesson extends beyond the classroom as well, whether in personal development, professional goals, or life challenges. The ability to commit to steady, daily progress is a key to success in all areas. Furthermore, consistency builds self-confidence. As students see the fruits of their regular efforts, They gain confidence in their abilities. Each small success reinforces the belief that they are capable of handling larger challenges. This creates a positive feedback loop where consistent effort leads to positive outcomes, which in turn motivates them to maintain that consistency. Finally, consistency creates discipline. While intense effort might yield short-term results, it is discipline, developed through consistent actions, that leads to sustained success. It's not about how hard you work in a single moment, it's about showing up every day, putting in the effort, and building on what you learned yesterday. In education, this approach not only leads to better grades, but also fosters a lifelong love of learning and personal growth. Discipline requires sacrifice, especially in an educational context, because achieving long-term academic success often means giving up short-term pleasures or distractions. Students are frequently faced with choices, whether to study or socialize, complete assignments or relax, stay focused or give in to distractions. The ability to make sacrifices in the present for future rewards is a hallmark of discipline, and it's a critical skill for academic achievement. For instance, students who prioritize their studies over recreational activities are making a conscious sacrifice for their future. Choosing to spend time reviewing notes instead of going out with friends might feel like a tough decision in the moment, but it's a necessary trade-off for those who want to excel. The more students are willing to sacrifice short-term enjoyment for long-term benefits, the more likely they are to perform well in school, get better grades, and build a foundation for future success. Sacrifice in education also comes in the form of time management. Students must learn to allocate their time effectively, which often means sacrificing leisure activities to complete assignments, prepare for exams, or work on projects. Those who can discipline themselves to say no to distractions, whether it's social media, video games, or unnecessary breaks, will find that they make better use of their time. Over time, these sacrifices add up and result in significant academic progress. Another form of sacrifice is the effort required to master difficult subjects or concepts. Learning is not always easy, and it often involves frustration, confusion, and hard work. Students must be willing to sacrifice their comfort and push through challenging tasks to gain deeper understanding and proficiency. For example, instead of giving up when they encounter a difficult math problem, a disciplined student will sacrifice the ease of walking away and instead invest more time and effort into figuring it out. This willingness to endure discomfort for the sake of learning is a form of sacrifice that leads to intellectual growth. Furthermore, discipline in education often requires students to sacrifice immediate gratification for delayed success. Academic success does not happen overnight. It's a gradual process that requires continuous effort over months or even years. Students must be willing to forgo instant rewards, such as finishing an assignment quickly just to be done, in favor of putting in the extra time to ensure quality work. This might mean spending additional hours editing a paper, studying beyond what's required, or seeking extra help to fully grasp a concept. These sacrifices of time and energy are investments that pay off in the long run, leading to better grades, a stronger academic foundation, and more opportunities in the future. Moreover, the sacrifices required for discipline in education often extend beyond academic tasks. To stay focused on their goals, students may need to reevaluate their social circles or daily habits. Surrounding themselves with people who support their academic ambitions and limiting time spent on unproductive activities are essential sacrifices that contribute to success. A disciplined student may need to decline invitations to events or cut back on time spent with friends who don't share the same level of commitment to education. While these choices can feel isolating in the short term, they often lead to a more supportive and productive environment that fosters academic growth. In the end, the sacrifices made in the pursuit of education are not losses but strategic choices that align with a greater vision. Each sacrifice, whether it's time, energy, or short-term pleasures, brings students closer to their academic goals and prepares them for future challenges. By understanding that discipline requires these sacrifices, students can make more informed decisions that prioritize their long-term success over momentary satisfaction. Staying focused on your vision is critical in education because it helps students maintain a sense of purpose and direction amidst challenges and distractions. A clear vision provides the why behind a student's actions, serving as a constant reminder of what they are working toward. In an educational context, this could mean aspiring to a certain career, achieving academic excellence, or mastering a subject area. When students have a strong personal vision, it motivates them to stay disciplined and committed to their goals, even when the journey becomes difficult. For example, a student who dreams of becoming a doctor has a clear vision of what they want to achieve. That vision acts as a compass, guiding their daily decisions, whether it's choosing to study for an extra hour or participating in relevant extracurricular activities. This focus helps them see beyond the temporary challenges they may face, such as difficult exams or long study sessions, because they understand that these are steps toward a much larger goal. The vision gives meaning to the sacrifices they make along the way, helping them stay committed even when the immediate rewards are not visible. Staying focused on your vision also helps you filter out distractions. In today's world, students are constantly bombarded with distractions, from social media to entertainment to peer pressure. Without a clear vision, it's easy to lose focus and drift away from important academic goals. But when a student is firmly grounded in their vision, they are more likely to say no to these distractions. They understand that their time and energy need to be directed toward activities that align with their goals, whether it's completing assignments, engaging in meaningful study habits, or participating in academic-related extracurriculars. The clarity of their vision helps them prioritize what truly matters. Additionally, a strong vision cultivates resilience in the face of setbacks. Education is rarely a smooth path. Students encounter obstacles like difficult subjects, disappointing grades, or personal challenges. When these setbacks occur, it's easy to become discouraged or lose motivation. However, students who have a clear vision of their goals are more likely to stay the course. Instead of seeing these setbacks as reasons to give up, they view them as temporary hurdles on the way to achieving something bigger. Their focus on the bigger picture, their vision, helps them keep going, adapt, and find solutions rather than being derailed by obstacles. Moreover, staying focused on a vision fosters long-term planning and goal setting. Students who are clear about what they want to achieve can break down their vision into smaller, manageable goals that they can work toward each day. This approach makes the pursuit of education less overwhelming and more systematic. For example, a student aiming to attend a prestigious university knows that they need to achieve high grades, perform well on standardized tests, and engage in extracurricular activities. By breaking these larger objectives into daily or weekly tasks, they can measure their progress, stay organized, and feel a sense of accomplishment as they move closer to their vision. Having a clear vision also strengthens intrinsic motivation. Students who are deeply connected to their vision are not just motivated by external factors like grades or recognition. They are driven by their own desire to achieve something meaningful. This internal motivation is powerful because it sustains them even when external rewards are not immediate. For instance, a student who is passionate about learning science because they envision themselves contributing to medical research is likely to stay focused, not just for the sake of earning a good grade, but because their vision excites and inspires them. This deeper sense of purpose keeps them engaged and pushes them to continue learning, even when the material is challenging. Ultimately, staying focused on your vision helps students make informed decisions, stay resilient, and maintain the discipline necessary for long-term academic success. It is the anchor that keeps them grounded, the motivation that keeps them moving, and the guide that shapes their educational journey. Whether it's preparing for a career, mastering a subject, or simply striving for personal growth, having a clear vision provides the clarity and focus needed to navigate the complexities of education. Discipline builds resilience because it teaches students how to persist in the face of challenges, setbacks, and failures. In an educational setting, resilience is critical because learning often involves obstacles, whether it's mastering difficult concepts, facing exams, or managing the demands of multiple subjects. Students who develop discipline learn to keep going even when the path becomes difficult. And this ability to persist is a key element of resilience. When students practice discipline, they learn how to manage their time, emotions, and resources effectively. This ability to self-regulate is essential when faced with challenges. For example, a disciplined student might encounter a particularly hard math problem or a low grade on a test. Instead of feeling defeated and giving up, discipline teaches them to view these setbacks as opportunities for growth. They understand that progress doesn't always come easily, and that persistence, fueled by disciplined effort, is necessary to overcome obstacles. Over time, this approach builds mental toughness, enabling students to bounce back from failures and keep pushing toward their goals. Furthermore, discipline fosters resilience by creating a mindset of consistency. A student who consistently puts in effort day after day develops a routine that helps them cope with difficulties. Even when they feel unmotivated or tired, their disciplined habits ensure they keep moving forward. This consistency reinforces their ability to persevere because it shows them that small, regular efforts can lead to significant progress over time. This understanding that persistence pays off helps them remain resilient during periods of stress or when results aren't immediately apparent. In education, discipline also helps students break down larger, seemingly insurmountable challenges into smaller, more manageable tasks. For example, preparing for a major exam or completing a long-term project can feel overwhelming. A disciplined student will approach the task by setting incremental goals, such as studying a little each day or completing parts of the project in phases. This method reduces anxiety and builds resilience by helping students avoid burnout and stay engaged. Each small victory achieved through disciplined action reinforces their belief in their ability to handle challenges, which further strengthens their resilience. Additionally, discipline teaches students the value of delayed gratification, which is closely linked to resilience. Students often have to sacrifice immediate pleasures, like spending time with friends or engaging in leisure activities, in order to focus on their studies. The ability to delay gratification requires mental strength and self-control, both of which are important components of resilience. Over time, as students see the long-term benefits of these sacrifices, such as improved grades or a deeper understanding of the material, they become more resilient. They learn that enduring short-term discomfort is often necessary to achieve long-term success. Discipline also helps students develop a positive response to failure, which is a cornerstone of resilience. In any academic journey, failure is inevitable, whether it's a low grade, a rejected application, or an incomplete understanding of a topic. However, students who have cultivated discipline view failure as a temporary setback rather than a permanent defeat. Instead of avoiding challenges out of fear of failure, they use disciplined effort to analyze what went wrong, make adjustments, and try again. This proactive response to failure builds resilience because it shows students that failure is not the end of the road, but rather a learning experience that can make them stronger. Moreover, discipline helps students maintain focus on their long-term vision, which contributes to their resilience. When students are disciplined, they remain committed to their goals, even when the process is difficult or when they experience setbacks. This focus provides them with the motivation to keep going, knowing that their hard work will eventually pay off. This ability to stay committed to a goal, regardless of obstacles, is a key characteristic of resilient individuals. In summary, discipline creates a strong foundation for resilience by encouraging persistence, consistency, delayed gratification, and a positive approach to failure. Students who develop these qualities through disciplined actions are better equipped to handle the challenges and uncertainties of education. Over time, this resilience not only helps them achieve academic success, but also prepares them to face future challenges with confidence and determination.